Aaron here. Guys, you want to start your own landscape business? Check the description below. So easy to do. You go from making, tens of thousands of dollars a year at your current company or the place you're working now to hundreds of thousands. It's really easy to do. I've been there. I've done it. If I can do it, you can do it. Now, it's really easy. Getting the work is one thing, but doing the work is another. You don't have to do the work if you don't want to do it. Like most of the time, I'm in my truck. I'm going to quotes. I'm running back and forth, picking up and dropping off materials. I'm supervising. I'm sending emails. I'm making phone calls, and I'm running around. That's what I do all day. I do find the time to work on the job because I enjoy also working on the job with the guys. And I like the exercise as well. I do wheelbarrows all day long. I bring bricks back and forth. I cut brick. I do it all too. But um, a lot of my days, especially in the spring, is doing quotes. And I spend a lot of time in my vehicle. I do a lot of driving around from site to site. I meet with people. I phone people back immediately. As soon as they call me, I call them back because it's so important to do that. I get so much work just from calling people back. As soon as they call, I call them right back within, 5 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is, because when I call them back, the response I usually get is, wow, you actually called me back. No one else has called me. I've been trying to call someone and get a hold of someone. Everyone's so busy. No one has the time for me. I explain to the client that I have the time for you. I'm happy to meet. I get them while they're hot. I say I can come over now because, like I said, I have my crews working. I have a small business and I'll set up the crew or crews. I'll get them working. And then once they're doing whatever I explain to them to do, because they all know how to do it, I'm out. I'll go to that customer. I'll talk with them. I'll spend half an hour. I'll give them a quote. I'll discuss what they want, their needs, and we'll go from there. Then I'll come back to the job site, check up on the guys, see what they're doing, bring them some coffee, maybe help them if I have the time. I'll help them out if I feel like doing that. But it's so easy to do. You don't necessarily have to wear all the hats when you have your small business. Um, it's easy enough that you can just set your guys up and do whatever you want, make sure they're doing their job, come back and forth and do it like that. That's pretty much what I do. At the beginning, I was running all over the place, doing everything. I was the salesman. I was the guy calling back. I was the secretary. I was the one setting up meetings. I was the one doing all the work. I was the one at the end of the day going and dumping all the debris. And I was doing all that. Then I hired a helper. Then I hired a couple of helpers. And now I'm at the point where, I have my main guys and I have, the revolving guys that are students, summer help, the younger guys, whatever, and they're learning. But everybody, once they know what they're doing, and it doesn't take long to train, when you have your good guys teaching the other guys what to do, and it's just going around in circle, it's a team event. Everybody wants to do the same. Everybody wants to uh, keep up with each other, sort of thing. It's a bit of a competition between them. They all work hard and they all have fun and they get the work done. And once you get those guys going, you can trust them. I mean, you can't trust everything you do. You have to oversee their work because at the end of the day, it's your company, not theirs. They don't care about your equipment. They don't care about your client. They do to a certain extent, but they don't care like you do. So you have to keep your eye on them and supervise them. But there's lots of time to do whatever you need to get done during your day. I went from making, whatever, tens of thousands as a foreman at a company to opening my own company in 2008. And now I've been in business this entire time. I don't want to get any bigger than I am. I have a couple of crews myself, I'm happy keeping it like this. I know exactly what I'm going to make year over year. If I wanted to blow it out of proportion and make lots of money, I would, but that's not what I want to do. I like to have time at the end of the day to do whatever I want, spend it with my family, exercise, take my dog for a walk, do whatever I want. And by keeping my business small, keeping my clients happy, I can do that. So I make a great living doing what I like to do, working with the people I like to work with. And I don't have to kill myself doing it. In the earlier days, I did. I worked very hard, long days and everything else. I worked, every day. And, that's no way to live. So if you're just starting out, if you're thinking about opening your own business, you don't have to do that necessarily. As long as you're doing good work and charging a decent price, you're going to make money and you're going to be happy and you're going to like doing it and you're going to make more money and you're going to get to a point like I did where you're comfortable and you know what you're going to make year after year. I know what I'm going to make every year. Unless for some reason like I said, I expand and I buy more trucks and find more help. And I don't want to do that though. I like to have my free time and I'm comfortable doing what I'm doing. That's why I'm this size. So yeah, I strongly suggest, if you haven't already, um, invest in the courses in the description below. I'll help you out through the process. You should be making more money. It's easy to make your own money. And when you're doing that, you can work when you want. Like I said, make as much as you want, hire who you want, work for who you want. It's just, there's so many benefits. It's not even funny. Why would you want to work for someone else when you could do all of this yourself? You have to be a go-getter, though. You have to be the type of person, because not everybody's a boss. There's lots of employees out there that are quite happy shutting your brain off at the end of the day and going home and not having to worry about it. And that's fine too. But if you're one of these guys who just wants more money, you want to accept the responsibility, you want to work, 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 well, guess what? This might be for you to open your own business. Check the description below. Talk to you soon.